Hello, and welcome to Book Summarist. Imagine life as a battlefield, not one of swords and spears, but a battlefield where every decision, action, and plan counts. From the challenges at work to personal struggles, we are constantly fighting for success, happiness, and growth. But how do we navigate this complex landscape to win? The answer lies in the timeless strategies of Sun Tzu's The Art of War, written over 2,500 years ago. While it's commonly associated with military tactics, the wisdom contained within this ancient text is universally applicable. Whether you're leading a company, launching a product, or navigating personal challenges, Sun Tzu's principles can guide you through life's toughest obstacles. This is not just about fighting battles. It's about mastering the art of strategy, positioning, and adapting to every situation you face. As we break down each chapter, we'll show how these ancient principles apply to modern-day challenges and provide actionable insights to ensure you're not just surviving life's battles, but thriving. Chapter 1. Laying Plans. Winning before the battle begins. Sun Tzu's first lesson is that the key to victory lies in preparation. Before you even think about engaging in a conflict, whether it's a business venture, personal goal, or even a difficult conversation, you must lay the groundwork. Sun Tzu outlines 5 factors that govern success. 1. The way, purpose, alignment of your mission with a higher purpose. When your purpose is clear, your path becomes easier to follow, and it unites others around you. 2. Heaven, timing, recognizing the importance of timing. Acting at the right moment can make all the difference between success and failure. 3. Earth, environment, understanding the landscape. This can refer to the physical world or the emotional, social, or market environment you operate in. 4. The commander, leadership, the personal qualities of the leader. Wisdom, courage, discipline, and decisiveness. 5. Method and discipline, structure, the organizational structure and resources that will help you carry out your plan. Success is not about rushing in blindly. It's about being fully prepared. Without understanding the market, earth, knowing when to launch, heaven, aligning your company's mission with something meaningful, the way, having the right leadership team, the commander, and structuring your operations efficiently, method and discipline, your chances of success are significantly reduced. Take Apple's early success as a prime example. Steve Jobs didn't just create products. He created a mission to empower individuals through technology. By aligning his company's purpose with innovation, understanding the right moment for product releases, and maintaining rigorous discipline in operations, Apple became a leader in the tech industry. Victory is won in the planning phase. The most successful ventures are those that are meticulously planned. Preparation, research, and strategic alignment are key. By laying the groundwork properly, you're setting yourself up for success before you even take action. Chapter 2. Waging War, Efficiency is Key. Sun Tzu emphasizes that war is costly, not just in terms of money, but in time, morale, and resources. A prolonged conflict can weaken even the strongest opponent. Therefore, the goal is to act swiftly and efficiently. He advises that every action you take should be focused on achieving results as quickly as possible. Sun Tzu says, there is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare. In other words, don't drag things out unnecessarily. Consider the approach of Amazon and Netflix, 2 companies that thrive because they prioritize efficiency. Amazon's logistics and distribution network enable them to deliver products faster than competitors, which gives them a clear edge in customer satisfaction and market share. Likewise, Netflix didn't prolong the transition from DVDs to streaming. Instead, they quickly built the infrastructure necessary to dominate the streaming space, outpacing traditional media companies. Efficiency doesn't mean rushing through tasks. It means doing the right things at the right time, with purpose and speed. In business or life, don't waste time fighting battles that don't move you forward. Move quickly, but with precision, and conserve your resources for when it matters most. Success is not about doing more, but about focusing on doing the right things, making each move count, Efficiency is the cornerstone of success in any endeavor. Chapter 3, Attack by Stratagem, Win Without Fighting. In this chapter, Sun Tzu argues that the most effective victory is one where no battle is fought at all. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. To achieve this, Sun Tzu advocates for deep understanding of both yourself and your opponent and strategic positioning. He stresses the importance of knowledge and preparation. Know yourself and your strengths. Know your opponent and their weaknesses. Control the environment so that you can capitalize on your advantages. Rather than engaging in direct combat, Sun Tzu advises you to influence the situation in such a way that your victory becomes inevitable. Take the case of Airbnb. When it started, it didn't try to fight the established hotel chains head-on. Instead, it created a new market, affordable, unique travel accommodations. By understanding the growing demand for shared spaces and positioning itself as a disruptor, Airbnb gained a competitive edge without having to battle the hotel industry headfirst. They didn't engage in a costly war, they created a new playing field. This strategy teaches us that the smartest victories don't involve direct conflict. By strategically influencing the environment around us, we can set ourselves up for success without unnecessary confrontation. Knowledge, positioning, and patience often lead to the greatest results. Success doesn't require brute force. It often comes from knowing when to pull back, observe, and outthink your competitors. Use strategy, knowledge, and positioning to your advantage, and victory will be inevitable. Chapter 4, Tactical Dispositions, Position Before Action. In this chapter, Sun Tzu teaches the importance of positioning. He asserts that invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack. This means that victory doesn't come solely from launching attacks. It comes from setting yourself up in a way that makes victory inevitable. Sun Tzu emphasizes that defense is as important as offense. The best offense comes from a position of strength and preparedness. You must create favorable conditions for yourself before you make a move. Tesla's strategy in the electric vehicle market provides an excellent example of effective positioning. Instead of rushing to compete with existing automakers, Tesla focused on building a solid foundation, developing a unique product, establishing charging infrastructure, and creating a sustainable brand. They positioned themselves so that when the demand for electric cars grew, they were ready to lead the charge. To apply this principle in any area of life, it's essential to ensure that your position is strong and secure before making any major moves. Success often comes from preparing the ground before you strike. Build a solid foundation and ensure that the environment is ripe for your success before you take action. Positioning is everything. Build a strong defense, create favorable conditions, and then strike when you have the upper hand. By preparing ahead of time, you create a situation where victory is inevitable. Chapter 5, Energy, Harnessing Resources Efficiently. Sun Tzu speaks about energy as a vital component in any successful campaign, and he stresses that resources, whether manpower, time, or money, must be used efficiently. As he puts it, energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of a trigger. The point he makes is that it's not the abundance of resources that counts, but how wisely you use them to create the greatest impact. This principle isn't just about conserving energy, it's about focusing it strategically to achieve the desired results. Sun Tzu's advice speaks to today's business leaders who face countless distractions and resource limitations. It's easy to get caught up in trying to do everything, but success often comes from focusing your energy where it can yield the greatest returns. For instance, Amazon's development of AWS, Amazon Web Services, shows how efficiently focused energy can disrupt entire industries. Rather than simply trying to dominate retail, Amazon channeled its energy into creating an infrastructure for cloud computing, revolutionizing the tech world in the process. Amazon didn't just spread itself thin by fighting in every market. It focused its energy on building a system that would serve businesses globally, creating an enormous new revenue stream. The takeaway here is clear. Efficiency is not just about doing more with less. It's about making strategic decisions to allocate your resources toward areas that will provide the highest payoff. Whether it's your time, money, or team effort, success often depends on how you focus and direct your energy. Chapter 6: Weak Points and Strong, Exploiting Vulnerabilities. Sun Tzu advises that knowing both your own strengths and weaknesses, and those of your opponent, is essential for victory. He states, if he is taking his ease, give him no rest. If his forces are united, separate them. This shows that knowing how to take advantage of your opponent's vulnerabilities can be the key to success. But it's equally important to reinforce your own strengths so that you can protect yourself from exploitation. This concept can be applied to modern business tactics by understanding both the competition and your internal capabilities. Successful companies don't just look for where others are weak. They also ensure their own position is fortified. By recognizing weaknesses in your own operations and improving them, you prevent competitors from taking advantage of you. A clear example of this strategy at work can be seen with Netflix. When the company first entered the streaming market, it didn't try to outdo the traditional DVD rental businesses at their own game. Instead, Netflix recognized a weakness in the traditional rental model, the physical inventory, and exploited it by introducing a streaming model that removed these barriers. This innovation wasn't just about offering a new product. It was about capitalizing on a weak point in the market, transforming Netflix into the dominant player in entertainment streaming. The takeaway from this chapter is that success comes when you not only capitalize on others' weaknesses, but also take the time to understand your own vulnerabilities. Whether you're running a business or navigating a personal challenge, fortifying your strengths while exploiting others' weaknesses will give you a strategic advantage. Chapter 7: Maneuvering. Adaptation is key. One of the core principles Sun Tzu teaches is the importance of flexibility. In war, the victorious strategist only seeks battle after the victory has been won, whereas he who is destined to defeat first fights and afterward looks for victory. This highlights the idea that preparation and adaptation are far more important than simply launching into action without foresight. Success is rooted in the ability to adjust based on the situation, rather than adhering rigidly to a predetermined path. In today's rapidly changing world, adaptability is more important than ever. Apple's response to the smartphone market is a perfect example of maneuvering. Instead of resisting the smartphone revolution, Apple embraced it by launching the iPhone, a product that not only adapted to existing technology, but completely reshaped the industry. Apple didn't just react to change. It anticipated it and led the transformation. This strategy has allowed Apple to maintain dominance in a competitive industry, continuously adapting its products and services to meet evolving consumer needs. Similarly, Zoom provides another great example of maneuvering. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, businesses were forced to shift to remote work. Zoom quickly adapted to this increased demand for virtual meetings, making strategic improvements to its platform in real time, and quickly became the go-to solution for millions worldwide. What's crucial here is the recognition that strategies must evolve with changing circumstances. The world doesn't stay static, and neither should you. By maintaining the flexibility to pivot when needed, you can avoid stagnation and instead thrive in dynamic environments. Chapter 8: Variation in Tactics, Changing the Game. Sun Tzu famously states, "All warfare is based on deception." This means that success often comes not from simply overpowering your opponent, but by keeping them in the dark about your next move. The more unpredictable your actions are, the harder it is for your enemy to prepare a counterattack. By varying your tactics, you keep them guessing, which creates confusion and uncertainty in their ranks. This concept is just as relevant today as it was in Sun Tzu's time. Nike is a modern-day example of a company that excels at varying its tactics. Nike doesn't rely on traditional advertising alone. Instead, it consistently shifts its marketing approach to keep its brand fresh and exciting. From partnering with celebrities like Michael Jordan to launching social justice initiatives with campaigns like "Just Do It," Nike's unpredictability in its messaging ensures that it remains at the forefront of consumers' minds, even as trends evolve. Elon Musk and his ventures are another prime example. With SpaceX, Musk didn't just aim to compete with traditional space agencies. He completely changed the game by focusing on reusability, creating rockets that could be launched, returned to Earth, and reused. This unexpected move completely disrupted the space industry and made SpaceX the leader in private space travel. In both cases, the key to success lies in variation. By keeping competitors on their toes with unexpected moves, you can maintain the upper hand and keep the advantage in your court. Chapter 9. Employment of Spies. Information is power. Sun Tzu's principle here is simple. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. In the world of strategy, knowledge is one of the most valuable weapons. Gaining intelligence about your opponent, your environment, and the shifting dynamics of your industry is vital for making informed decisions. This idea of espionage isn't limited to spying in a military sense. In modern business, it's about gathering information through market research, customer feedback, and competitor analysis. Companies that understand their market deeply, including the wants and needs of consumers, have a competitive edge. A perfect example of this in action is Tesla. By continuously gathering insights into what consumers want from electric vehicles, Tesla has not only refined its cars, but has also built a brand that speaks directly to the future of transportation. The company doesn't simply react to trends. It anticipates them and adapts based on detailed data. Similarly, Google has built an empire by gathering vast amounts of data through its search engine and using that information to refine its algorithms and business strategies. Google doesn't just react to market changes. They predict and shape them. The takeaway here is that knowledge is power. By gathering as much information as possible, you position yourself to make smarter, more informed decisions, giving you the ability to stay ahead of the competition. Chapter 10. Terrain. Control your environment. Finally, Sun Tzu teaches that controlling the terrain is a crucial element in warfare. Know the terrain, and you will win the battle. In modern terms, this speaks to understanding and mastering the environment you operate within, whether it's your physical market, your industry's dynamics, or even your internal resources. Uber exemplifies this principle by understanding and leveraging local market conditions to its advantage. When Uber entered new cities, it didn't just follow a one-size-fits-all model. Instead, it adapted its strategy based on the specific regulatory environment and local customer needs, giving it a significant edge over competitors who failed to adjust. Similarly, Apple didn't just innovate in product design. It also controlled its ecosystem through the App Store, positioning itself as the central hub of the mobile experience. By controlling the digital terrain, Apple ensured that users would be locked into its ecosystem, driving both hardware and software sales. The takeaway is clear. To succeed, you must understand and control the environment in which you operate. By positioning yourself in the right place at the right time, you give yourself the best possible chance to win. The Art of War by Sun Tzu is much more than a treatise on military strategy. It's a timeless guide to success in any field. Throughout the book, Sun Tzu teaches us how to approach challenges with intelligence, preparation, and adaptability. From leveraging our resources efficiently to mastering the art of deception, each principle provides actionable insights that go far beyond the battlefield. Modern-day leaders, innovators, and entrepreneurs, from Amazon's strategic energy use to Apple's ability to control its ecosystem, have successfully applied these ancient strategies to achieve dominance in their industries. In a world that constantly evolves, Sun Tzu's focus on flexibility, information gathering, and understanding both your environment and your competitors remains as relevant as ever. The wisdom within the art of war isn't about conquering others, but about mastering yourself and the environment around you, positioning yourself for success when the moment is right. If you're looking for more insights on how to approach life's challenges with clarity and wisdom, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant by Eric Jorgensen is a perfect next read. It expands on personal growth, decision-making, and wealth building, offering a modern approach to timeless ideas. See you in next video.